Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Buongiorno. In English, right? Okay. So I didn't have the time to understand what I should say, but I will say something anyway. Let me welcome all of you to Milan on behalf of the European Commission. I'm the head of the Commission Representation Office in Milan for the north of Italy since a few months, so I'm quite new. And these kind of events are always the events I like to attend because it's really what gives us a lot of ideas and a lot of energy for our action in the territory. European youth debate, 3 words that I like. European because it's time to be European and to talk about European issues more than ever. We have so many challenges in front of us. Internal challenges, external challenges that need a stronger commitment, a stronger effort from all of us. Youth, of course, is a nice word because more than ever also youth is what is giving us hope for the future of Europe, and it's not just rhetoric, it's a reality because now many challenges ahead of us can be better dealt with by young people. I mentioned cyber security, I mentioned the digital European single market, I mentioned innovation and research, I mentioned education, Erasmus. All these issues can be seen as your action, and you are the protagonist of this kind of challenges, more than our generation for sure. And the debate. Debate is a very important word because Europe has been done in these 61 years a lot with a top-down approach, with something coming from Brussels, at least this was the perception. It's not true, but it's the perception. It's not true because you have also a European Parliament which is elected by you and by citizens, and you have the countries, the Council of Ministers that is also not Brussels, but still the perception is that the EU is there and the citizens are somewhere else. And this gap, this distance has been growing in these last years for many reasons, certainly because of a very deep crisis that you know, certainly for some superficial attitude from many actors in the field, certainly also for the wrong communication approach that the European institutions have followed sometimes, and certainly also for political reasons, but a mix of all these reasons have increased this gap between institutions and European citizens. And debate is a key word because by debating and talking and knowing each other, institutions and citizens, this gap can be reduced, and the idea that the European project can be seen better and can be better developed if it is a bottom-up exercise and not a top-down. This is why the Commission has launched already last year a series of citizens' dialogues that are specific events where the EU institutions debate with citizens, young people, but not only, to discuss and to involve you and to involve citizens in this shaping on the future of Europe. So debating is certainly the good way to build Europe for the future, and this is why I congratulate the organizers of this event. And debating is not only the general idea of the European Union, but there are specific subjects that I'm sure you will discuss in these days. And for us at the Commission, we have 10 priorities. You might know that. The Juncker Commission has 10 priorities, but certainly I can already imagine that you will focus on something like the new challenges in the external relations of Europe. There is a new embryo of European defense, which is called PESCO, so it's a kind of European army that is going to be developed. You have the cyber security that I already mentioned. You have innovation and research. You might know, or maybe not, that Europe, in terms of scientific production, is a world superpower, also thanks to the European programs. that have funded researchers that have become Nobel Prizes, for example. So there are good examples also in the area of innovation and research. There is a social pillar, a strong social Europe that is reinforcing, it is developing, and we have, of course, the climate change issue and the European effort in the area of COP21, where again Europe is at the forefront in the global arena. So there are many priorities, many challenges, many subjects. I'm sure you will come with great ideas and with a good inspiration and with a good approach. So I'm looking forward to listen to you all and to get your feedback. And again, have a good stay in Milan and in Italy. Thanks.